Hello, I'm Kate Tichina on InstaForex TV with the fresh Forex news. The purchase of the Swiss franc is almost secure now. The expectations concerning the increase of the interest rate in Switzerland grow, and the opinion about the fact that the central bank of the country will prevent the strengthening of the national currency weakens. The falling of the euro-franc pair below the level of 1.46 on Friday showed that the threshold level of the central bank can be at 1.44 or even lower. Meanwhile, the central bank probably will, in a greater degree, try to manage the strengthening of the franc than to stop it. A year ago, when the Swiss economy was very weak and the prospects of the bold economic revival were less determined, the Swiss National Bank was entering the currency market armed at all points when the euro-franc pair was declining below 1.46. During months, the bank was also resorting to the interventions in order to keep the euro-franc pair above the level of 1.50 and to provide the maintenance of the competitive ability of the Swiss export. Nevertheless, since the Swiss economy recovers quickly compared to the Eurozone countries and the probability of the interest rates advance in Switzerland in the nearest future is higher, then the prevention of the franc strengthening becomes a complex problem. By the beginning of the year, the Swiss National Bank was not almost interfere in the situation at the market. From time to time, it held the interventions which as whole were targeted only to the growth reduction of the franc. At the end of the previous week, the central bank almost confirmed the existence of the dilemma, having raised the forecast on the growth of the Swiss GDP in the current year to 1.5% and the forecast on the inflation to 0.9%. New forecasts promote the talks about the probable rate upturn of the Swiss National Bank in the third quarter of the present year, providing the strengthening of the support for the franc from the part of investors. This forecast also allowed to assume that the central bank will be worried by the growth of the export and strengthening of the franc in a lesser degree. The market analysts noted the change of the Swiss National Bank promise to prevent any excessive strengthening of the franc for the promise to prevent the excessive strengthening of the national currency. According to analysts, this is a direct signal of the position softening of the central bank. The question is not if the franc increases, but how soon it will be allowed to do this. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team. Goodbye.